everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas day. I'm Gary Sinclair. Good to be back. Have you ever been watching or even participating in an amateur or professional game where someone unintentionally scored a goal on their own team? Yeah, someone gets turned around on a fumble in football, runs into the wrong end zone, or a shot towards the goal from the opposing team in soccer or hockey hits a defending player and it goes into the goal instead of keeping it out. You know, it happens a lot in many sports when a goal is scored or reached, but unfortunately, it happened in the wrong place. Of course, the players involved are embarrassed. Half the fans are exasperated, even outraged, and the coach of the team wonders, what in the world just happened? And how did he or she deserve that result? For example, Carmelo Anthony, a likely Hall of Famer in the NBA, was playing for the New York Knicks against the Charlotte Hornets. Goes up for a defensive rebound as the Knicks were closing in on actually tying the game, and he accidentally tipped the ball into his own basket. Oops. And of course, other goals apart from sports can also go unmet or result in the opposite of what was hoped for. I know I've gone to a concert or two, even involving groups or soloists that I've really enjoyed before. One of them was a favorite. And I actually left early because for some reason the entertainers chose another direction and plan for the evening. My goal for that night did not happen. Maybe you applied for a job you were looking forward to, or you got hired and a few weeks in there realized your role wasn't going to be anywhere close to what you wanted it to be. Yes, sometimes we have to learn through experience, maturity, and some wisdom how to seek after goals that will have long-lasting, productive, and fulfilling outcomes, and not be distracted by goals that seem good now but won't be that great before too long. So as we all head into 2025, let me offer a few principles that I've found helpful in making sure I don't accidentally find myself inadvertently, maybe unintentionally, aiming at the wrong goal. You know, maybe one or more of these little tips will help keep you out of your own net, so to speak. First of all, just do your homework. You know, Jesus said in Matthew 10:16, be as shrewd or wise as snakes and as innocent as doves. See, wrong goals may be obvious or maybe somewhat hidden, but if we don't investigate things all by ourselves and simply just go forward because, well, the outside wrapper on the product looks pretty good, the results are really on us. So check out the company, the fitness facility, the organization, the leadership, the past results, etc., before making any commitment towards a person or a group that you think is going to move you forward. Do your homework. Secondly, know your limits, your skills, and your passions. Guess what? It's okay not to be good enough or talented enough or have enough time to fully or even in part pursue a particular goal. See, Jesus said this in Luke 14:28. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Will he not first sit down and estimate the cost to see if he has enough money to complete it? You know, throughout my leadership years, I've talked often with my teams or coworkers about two kinds of hard challenges. We call them doable hard and destructive hard. And lots of good things are challenging, and they should be, but they lead to success. And we got to pursue those. However, some plans are going to be so tough that they literally tear people, maybe families, other groups down. They steal motivation and enthusiasm because the tasks are pretty much impossible. See, we ought to consider which part of the difficulty spectrum our goal will likely land on. And let me simply say for now that the items to look for on the personal destructive side are usually not enough time, not enough skill, and probably not enough passion. Which really leads to my third consideration. How excited and passionate am I really about this goal? I mean, maybe you do have the skills and you've checked out some key details. Those things are critical, but you still never find fulfillment in your goal unless you have something deep within your heart and soul that makes reaching that goal one of the key highlights of your life. Your pursuit doesn't need to be world-changing, but for you and for me, it needs to have the potential of life change. It may be losing weight with the dream of feeling so much better and being so much more productive and even living longer. That's pretty good. But if a couple of friends said, hey, let's start going to the gym 3 days a week and losing a few pounds, the motivation is going to be harder to sustain. Maybe spending more time with family, going back to school, switching jobs, committing to serving at your church or attending a weekly Bible study, all need to be examined in those 3 areas. And once you get headed in the direction of your goal, make your early steps doable. See, too lofty attempts early on, such as I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to read 3 chapters of my Bible by tomorrow, they're going to be doomed to failure pretty quickly. See, success breeds success. That's why Jesus encouraged being shrewd or wise. Or Proverbs 21:5 says it well. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. And you know what? For what it's worth, I've found my most important goal setting has come in the area of relationships. Marriage, kids, extended family, close friends, and neighbors. Maybe that's a good place to start. No, not maybe. It is a good place to start. That just might make your New Year's resolutions turn into New Year's revolutions. Just don't score on the wrong goal. See you next time in 2025.